I have my parents to thank for that, so thank you. Today, I vividly remember my first day at San Diego State. I walked on campus and I was approached by a tall, handsome senior who invited me and compelled me to come to a meeting about rowing crew. I listened intently to what the coach had to say about the rigors of the sport and the challenges, and I joined up. And that day changed the trajectory of my life. For the first time, I had direction, passion, and a sense of purpose. I have spent thousands of hours just outside the back doors of this building, suffering through intervals, early morning and long workouts, training to win races. 39 years ago, there was a big local race. There is a big local race here every year. That year, 1985, we beat Harvard in the heat, raced Harvard in the final, beat them there as well, and then lost to Yale in the final. We came in second. Very, very close race, I think less than a second. I cried with my teammates in a room somewhere in this hotel. And so it was through rowing that I developed the mental and physical fortitude necessary to withstand the toughest of opponents, and they come very, very tough. They come well-funded. They come in many numbers, waves of motion riders and defense lawyers just keep coming at us. But I learned through the training on this bay about the mental toughness and the fortitude that you have to withstand all that nonsense and focus on the goal. And I found an innate competitive spirit that was so important to what we do as trial lawyers. Yet the most foundational lesson that I learned in my rowing years was the importance of a team and a shared goal and a mission and strength in numbers. And this idea that everyone brings to the race or to the crew or to the case or to the office unique strengths and goals and attributes. And so it's not about one person. The idea that I'm standing up here alone receiving this award is absurd to me, frankly. It's really absurd, because I wouldn't be here without Pam. Pam, will you please stand? And Ben and Jane. Okay, these folks, these are warriors. These are warriors right here. We all do something different at trial. We have developed a formula. I have not done direct examination in one of those cases. We leave that to Pam and Ben. They have a gentler touch. I like doing different things at trial. I enjoy it, and we all. So I think the success in the last few years of what we've done is to find the strengths of the folks in the office and the individuals, and I think I do have a style that lets them flourish and lets them be themselves, and so it's about the strength of the collective group, and that's what is meaningful to me tonight. I want to thank the core staff in my office. Bianca, would you please stand? Bianca takes care of everything for me. If my kids need something, they call Bianca. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you do for me, Bianca. Thank you so much. Lana has been with me.
Yes,
This is the core group, the core nucleus of my office for about 10 years, and I would not be here without you. So thank you so much for everything you do for the office, for all of us, and for the clients. Give me some water.
So Josh.
You've got 40 minutes to go.
So, I mentioned earlier that we are always outfunded. I mean, we put together a nice little nest egg to fund our cases, but when you go against Costco, when you go against radio stations and news stations and a family worth $100 million, we always go against, as all of you do, better funded opponents. And so we are scrappy, we are fearless, but most of all, we are fueled by very meaningful work and wonderful clients. And tonight we are joined by Sandra Moss. And I would not be here without Sandra. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for trusting me with your case. I knew it was an important case from the moment I met you. I knew it was a righteous, very righteous case. I want to thank John Williams in advance for the work he's going to do protecting that bird. Thank you. As a kid from Laurel Canyon with little direction, I have to take a moment to tell you how grateful I am for my late grandmother Helen. She was a classy, loving woman who saw in me a potential to be a lawyer long before I knew it existed. Her unyielding encouragement and support for me transformed me into a man of conviction that I work every day to pass along to my children, our children, Babe, our children, and I know that they will go on and do very important work. Jessica, baby, thank you for coming into my life. Thank you for making everything better. Thank you for your attention to details that I will never remember. Thank you for your thoughts about our cases and your input, but most of all, thank you for taking care of me and our big, beautiful family. Thank you so much. I love you. I'll conclude with a fun fact. On December 15th, I got the email from Brian Finley. Brian, you made my day, you made my year. Thank you. Notifying me that I had won this award. That day, December 15th, was the 31st anniversary of the day I was sworn in. So as I ruminate on my 31 years of trial work, I want to impart to younger lawyers how important it is to be resilient. I have lost my share of cases. Judge Lincoln and I were talking earlier about the early days, and he was an eyewitness to that. And as a sole practitioner, I got beat up pretty good. But you keep at it. And my message to you, young lawyers, is our past does not have to dictate our future. I believe when you lose a case, go back to the office and immediately begin working on the next one. I believe that hard work and tenacity wins cases. Having a great client doesn't hurt either. Thank you. And I believe most of all in teamwork. And again, I would not be here without my team. I'm not a fan of demand letters, so I think we can all do less with those and start filing our lawsuits and litigating cases. Those are my words of wisdom to the young lawyers.
Sorry, judges.
I don't think I've forgotten anyone. I hope I don't. But I want to thank you all for coming, for honoring me. This is the award of a lifetime. It's the experience that I will treasure forever. And thank you all for coming. Thank you so much.
Hey Josh, it's Bonnie right in front of you. We have one more thing for you. So just, I want you to take your seat real quick, and everybody, let's just take another minute and join in and honor